Today we're gonna see, or I will be teaching you this session about phrasal verbs, as you see on the board. So the first question is, what is a phrasal verb? So that's the first question. What is a phrasal verb? As simple as this. Phrasal verb contains two things. A verb plus preposition. We also call it preposition or particle. So a phrasal verb is a combination of a verb plus preposition, or we call it particle. Now let's look at some of the examples. So what do you remark from these examples is that we have the same verb and it comes with different prepositions. So we have look at, look for, look after, look out, and look up. So same verb but with different prepositions. So when the verb comes with a different position, the meaning is completely changed. And it becomes, for example, in here we have, I can put a sentence, we can say, can I? So here, look at, so I'm gonna give some examples. Look at. Can I look at your photo album, please? So, look at, it means to look at. This is the phrasal verb, to look at. Okay? Now the second one is look for. So in here we have look at, in here we have look for. In a sentence we have Eric is looking for his key. Look for, so is looking for. So for example, this is, oh, I can't find my key. Where is my keys? So I'm looking for my keys, to look for. Now the third one is look after. Young people must look after their parents. So you have to look after your parents, because parents are important, and especially when they get older. So when they get older, now the young people must look after, and that is the phrasal verb. And then we have look up. Look up. So look up is always connected with dictionary, to look for a word or a vocab. Look up. I can't understand this word. Can you look it up in the dictionary? In the dictionary, okay? So these are some of the examples, and then now we're gonna have a look at some of the phrasal verbs that can have one meaning or two meanings. For example, we have take off. Take off. So this this phrasal verb has two meanings. This phrasal verb has two meanings. We're going to give examples to illustrate the meanings. You have to take off your shoes. So this is take off. This is to take off, or you can take off your jacket because it's warm. You can take off your jacket. This is take off. And also when we talk about the plane, when the plane leaves the ground, the plane take off. The plane will take off at, for example, at 6 o'clock. The plane will take off. The plane will take off at 6 o'clock. Turn down. So the phrasal verb turn down also has two meanings. For example, it is very loud. Please, can you turn down the music? It is very loud. For example, turn down and turn up. It is always goes with volume. So the volume of television or the volume of the radio. For example, turn up would be, this is to turn up, turn up the volume, for example, into 80, yeah? And then turn down would be reduce the volume. It's reduce the volume, it can be like 20. So this is turn up the volume and turn down the volume. So turn down, it means reduce the volume of the radio or television. And it can be in this, and it has another meaning which is reject. It can mean also reject or refuse. I'm gonna give he invited me to the party, but I turned down his invitation. I turned down his invitation. Turn down means in here refuse the invitation. That's what it is. So it has two different meanings. Now let's move on to the practice. So look at the board. We have exercise 1. Fill in the gaps. So these we call them gaps. You see? We call them gaps. So fill in the gaps with the following phrasal verbs. We have look for, turn on, fill in, get on, take off, turn down. Of course, when we talk about turn on, we use it all the time with light. So we have turn on, turn off. So let's have a look at the first sentence. Quick. Get on the bus. It's ready to leave. Get on the bus. It's ready to leave. So when we use get with the preposition on, it's all the time when you have stairs. So that's get on the bus. Because the bus has got stairs. Even the train, we say get on the train. The plane also has stairs. Get on the plane or get on the bus. So I'm gonna use this. So in here we have get on. Quick, get on the bus. It's ready to leave. I don't know where my book is. I have to, we have already said it, I have to look for. That's look for. I have to look for it. It's dark inside. Can you? Then we have the light. So it's dark in here. Can you? Because we have dark, can you turn on? Turn on the light, please. Can you turn on the light, please? Okay? Or you can say, can you turn? For example, if you want to go to sleep, I have to turn off the light. Yeah? I have to turn off the light when people go to sleep. They turn off the light, but because we have dark, so it has to be turned on the light. Form. A form is a paper from which you can write your information, a form. So in here, it's the same thing with the gaps. We have fill in. Fill in the form. Fill in, it means you're right. So in here, for example, I'm taking this paper, I try to fill in the gaps, as I said. So fill in the gaps. It is warm inside. It's warm. It's warm inside. So it's take off. Take off. It's so loud here. Can you? Loud. It means, the loud. It means you turn on the volume of the music so loud. It's so loud here. Can you turn down? Can you turn down? Can you turn down the radio little? It means to reduce the volume of the radio. That's what it is, turn down. Now let's move on to the second exercise, which is a multiple choice exercise. So make the right choice. So you have 3 alternatives, and then you need to read the sentence, and then you come up with one to make the right phrasal verb. Now let's look at the first sentence. Don't forget to turn the television. So it's very important to look at this word, television, before you go to bed. Before you go to bed. And then we have turn. Which preposition? These are 3 prepositions. Which preposition we're gonna use here? Is it on, out, or off? There is only one preposition which is correct in here. So now looking at television, this word will help us to find the right preposition, and it becomes, don't forget to turn off. So turn off. That's it. So don't forget to turn off the television before you go to bed. Second sentence. I look my sister on Sundays. Especially if your sister is younger than you. Maybe she is 7 or she is 8 years old, and your parents are out. For example, they've gone to do shopping, and then they ask you to stay at home with your little sister. What are you going to do? To look? So, is it to look in, after, or back? There is also one preposition which is correct, is to look after. And that's what it is. Because my little sister is very young, she can go to fire, she can do something. So in here, I look after. I look after my sister on Sundays. 3, the airplane will take at 6 o'clock. The airplane will take at 6 o'clock. And then we've already explained that the plane, we use a certain preposition. So is it up, off, or away? Only one preposition is off. So the airplane will take off at 6 o'clock. And what does it mean, take off? It means when the plane leaves. So when the plane leaves the ground, we say the plane take off. Some girls grow, so grow, grandir, grow. So some girls grow. Is it up, along, or on? So normally you grow up, grandir, you grow up faster. Some girls grow up faster than boys.